Hello, dear students. I am Sampada Sawant, Assistant Professor of Philosophy. In this video, we shall cover Unit 1 Basic Logical Concepts of the paper Logic. The topic that we will cover in this video is Truth and Validity of an Argument. What is meant by validity of an argument? So, when I say a particular argument is valid, what does that mean? It is nothing but the relation between premises and conclusion of an argument. So we all know that every argument has premise and conclusion as its two elements. Premises are the reasons that we give to support an argument, to support a conclusion. What relation they have? Is it a sound relation? Is it a good relation? Is it a strong relation? Is it a consistent relation? That is what upon which validity of an argument is determined. If the conclusion follows with logical necessity from the premises, the argument is valid. What does that mean? Logical necessity means that at any cost, come what may, in any circumstance, in any situation, when the conclusion follows compulsorily from the premises, it is easily derivable, it is naturally derivable from the premises, then we can say that that particular argument is valid. Validity applies to the entire argument, not to single propositions. What are propositions? Propositions are single statements. Let's check the example below. All birds sleep on trees is one argument, is one proposition, sorry. Flamingo is a bird is another statement, is another proposition. Therefore, flamingo sleeps on trees is a third proposition. So, in this argument, there are three different propositions. But validity applies to the entire argument. Validity is not just about one single proposition. Validity applies to all the three propositions together. Okay, entire argument together. So 1 plus 2 plus 3, all three propositions together will account for the validity of the argument. What is truthness now? Truthness and falsehood are attributes, are characteristics of individual propositions. Let's come to this argument. All birds sleep on trees is one proposition. Flamingo is a bird is another proposition. Therefore, flamingo sleeps on trees is a third proposition. Okay. So, truth and falsehood applies to individual propositions, to all the three propositions individually, not all together. So all birds sleep on tree. True or false? Flamingo is a bird. True or false? Therefore, flamingo sleeps on trees. True or false? So that way, truthness applies to single propositions, whereas validity applies to the entire argument together, all the three propositions together. A premise of an argument can be true, but its conclusion can be false. Truth and falsehood cannot apply to entire argument. What does this mean? A premise of an argument can be true, but its conclusion can be false. Let's check here. All birds sleep on trees. Is it true that all birds sleep on trees? Let's check the next statement. Flamingo is a bird. We all know flamingo is a bird. Okay, this is a true statement. Flamingo sleeps on trees. Do you see flamingos ever sleeping on trees? No, it's a false statement. So, first statement, all birds sleep on trees is false. Flamingo is a bird is true. Therefore, flamingo sleeps on trees is again false. So, there are two false. One premise is false and conclusion is false. And only one premise, that is flamingo is a bird, is true. Let's see the relation between truth and validity of an argument. Now, some valid arguments contain only true propositions. Okay, so all mammals have lungs. True. Mammals are bigger animals, animals that can grow hair on their body, that have a backbone, that breathe through their lungs. Okay, so they are called mammals. Human beings are mammals. Cats, dogs, whales, dolphins, they are mammals. Okay, dolphins and whales, if you see, they come out occasionally outside the water to breathe. Whereas some fishes breathe through their gills. We have all learned this in science that fishes breathe through their gills. But fishes like whales and dolphins do not breathe through their gills. They don't have gills. They have lungs. They are called mammals. They are not fishes. Okay. So let's check. All mammals have lungs. All whales are mammals. Therefore, all whales have lungs. All the three propositions, 1, 2, and 3, all of them are true. So some valid arguments have only true propositions. Let's check another. Some valid arguments contain only false propositions. So all the three will be false. False premises and a false conclusion. All four-legged creatures have wings. If you know all four-legged creatures, do they always have wings? So tigers, lions, they have four legs. Do they have wings? No. All spiders have exactly four legs. If you know, spiders have 8 legs and not 4 legs. So even this statement is false. Therefore, all spiders have wings. Spiders have wings? Really? No. So all the three statements are false. Let's come to another relation. Some invalid arguments. Invalid arguments means whose conclusion does not naturally follow from its premises. Okay. Some invalid arguments contain only true proposition. If I owned all the gold in Fort Knox is a place, it's a United States unit of army. Okay, so it's Fort Knox, and Fort Knox is known for tons of gold. It is in US. If I owned all the gold in Fort Knox, then I would be wealthy. I do not own all the gold in Fort Knox, therefore I am not wealthy. Does this sound valid to you? Do I only have to own gold in order to be wealthy? No, right? So all the premises are true and the conclusion is also true. In this situation, I do not own all the gold in Fort Knox, therefore I am not wealthy. All this is true. Let's come to another part of this same argument. Some invalid arguments contain only true premises and have a false conclusion. Let's check. If Bill Gates owned all the gold in Fort Knox, then Bill Gates would be wealthy. Okay? True premise, true, right? If Bill Gates owned all the gold in Fort Knox, then Bill Gates would be wealthy. Bill Gates does not own all the gold in Fort Knox. Right? Bill Gates does not own all the gold in Fort Knox. Bill Gates cannot own, in fact. The gold is in the control of the government there. So Bill Gates cannot have ownership on that gold. Therefore, Bill Gates is not wealthy. Now, if you know your facts, you will know that Bill Gates is one of the most wealthiest man, right? So Bill Gates is not wealthy. Does this sound correct to you? No, right? It is an invalid argument. So the conclusion is false and the premises are true. If Bill Gates owned all the gold in Fort Knox, then Bill Gates would be wealthy. Bill Gates is still wealthy, even if he does not own all the gold in the world, right? Let's come to the fifth relation. Some valid arguments have false premises and a true conclusion. Okay, the reasons may be false, but the conclusion is true, and yet the argument is valid. Let's check. All fishes are mammals. We just discussed in the first example. Are all fishes mammals? Mammals are bigger creatures, bigger animals that have their own backbone. They have lungs for breathing. They can grow hair on their bodies. So, are all fishes mammals? No, right? All fishes are not mammals. All whales are fishes. We again read before. All whales, in fact, are not fishes. Whales are mammals. So the first premise and the second premise both are false. But all whales are mammals. This conclusion is true, right? Let's come to the sixth one. Some invalid arguments also have false premises and a true conclusion. The first one, the fifth one on this slide said some valid arguments have false premises and a true conclusion. The sixth one says some invalid arguments. Invalid again is that in which the conclusion does not naturally follow from its premises. It's an invalid argument. Have false premises and a true conclusion. Let's check. All mammals have wings. Human beings are mammals. Human beings have wings? No, right? So it's a false premise. All whales have wings. Whales have wings? No. But the conclusion, all whales are mammals. True, right? Whales are mammals. That is what we have been discussing. And this argument is invalid. It is not following structure properly. That is why it is invalid. Some invalid arguments, of course, contain all false propositions, false premises, and a false conclusion. So now the last one is invalid arguments, which has false propositions, false premises, and false conclusion. Okay. All mammals have wings. False. All whales have wings. False. Therefore, all mammals are whales. All mammals in the world, mammals can be human beings also, they are not just whales. Okay, so all mammals are whales. It's a false conclusion, so everything is false here, and therefore it's an invalid argument again. So validity and truthness of an argument have a very special relation. Not all valid arguments will have only true propositions. Not all valid arguments will only have false propositions. Not all invalid arguments will have true propositions, and not all invalid arguments will have true propositions. So, truth and validity are related in not consistent manner. Thank you.